NaVi v FaZe. It's NaVi with a CT side start. Simple, looking to kick things off in good form. Runs it, Twist, stones him. And Perfecto's even getting aggressive as well. Now he's out on an island here. Deary me, Perfecto's getting hounded. That is ballsy to say the least. Maybe a little too ballsy. Out of the round, out of Carrigan. Over in the apartments, MPL holds the line, but will get pressured back into a more passive angle, giving apartments control over to FaZe. While this has been happening, Simple has still continued his mission on the B push. He is fully in their spawn right now, and he's cleared out all of second mid. NaVi know it's the A play. Hang on a moment, FaZe are coming back. Simple's right here. Simple is right here waiting for them in at the ramp. He's gonna let the first few cross, but Rop's still holding for him. Reads that well, and FaZe now have the advantage as they hit up B.
3 players checked that. 3 different players looked towards ramp. They were not falling for that. NaVi now set for a retake without a kit in a man-down scenario. We all know INFERNO. We know how it goes, and not well. FaZe pushed through. That's a big kill. Rain essentially making this round unwinnable. Bit has an argument to be made, though, taking him back down and putting us in a 2-on-3, forcing fights his Carrigan into the spawn. And now it's Bit against the world with FaZe on a crossfire. There's no way he can get back in here. They will not give him the satisfaction. Pistol for FaZe, despite Simple's best efforts. And this game has started.
It started just the way we wanted it to already. Tense fights, roundabout maneuvers, Rops, rock steady on the flank back towards T-Spawn. Man, I was just thinking Simple was going to go absolutely off, right? Just cut him to bits.
The game up and go back into the B play is brilliant. You know, that is Carrigan doing his tricks.
Yeah. The logic we use of like, oh, when you're on a niko, you play very loose and you play, you know, you make moves you wouldn't make in a gun round because, hey, screw it. You know, we got less to lose. There's less on the line. It's kind of the same mantra I expect from a Legends game like this, right? A 2-0 match where neither team is really facing elimination. Neither team is too worried about their destination. They know they're getting to Paris, but everything's off, you know, everyone's loose right now, and I think we could be seeing a lot better individual level, a lot more plays being made. I think this has the potential to be an explosive matchup, more so than the names would even suggest, and they suggest a lot, Harry. FaZe NaVi, always a banger. FaZe do their due diligence at B, forcing a triple stack. But they go back to their mid take. Double long. FaZe can completely avoid every single player of NaVi if they want. But they're coming in.
Yeah, Bit's going to open up. Rop's dead, trying to wrap around over towards long. Now his team have taken the site, and that's maybe the more important object here for the FaZe squad. They're going to have a chance to get the bomb plot, but with NaVi sat a man up and now armed with an AK, they might look to give this a go. They're all hanging around. The only thing that made me somewhat doubtful was the triple B lean having to rotate in, which has wasted precious time, right? That's like the one issue you're having here. At bare minimum, you want to give this a look in. You want to feel like you at least tried after going 5v4 up. And so here's the push in. First man falls, Bit dead. There will be a response out of Perfecto and MPL, who's having a round with the hero AK. Just Carrigan, but this guy clutches his big. MPL rises up and takes his head off. And it's close, it's down to the wire, but MPL's fist bumping. He believes he's got it. NaVi, they just grabbed that round with milliseconds to spare.
It blinks. The bomb blinks. That should not be around for MPL. Dude, he gets off the bomb there, jumps up as his teammate falls and hits the instantaneous headshot. And I wanted to talk about MPL because this guy, yeah, we've only seen 2 BO1s for NaVi. Yeah, they were favorites in both of them. Yeah, they won the...
They are giving him the support. They are giving him the resources, and they believe in him. And hell, I mean, if he can keep this up. Ooh, what a terrifying prospect. Something you've never even really had to consider. He's had a couple of nice moments, but the consistency hasn't been there. If that's something he can find, if the ceiling hasn't been hit, it's very exciting. And he is a very young, malleable player, is MPL. Tucked into the corner over at long. Has support in terms of util, flashes to gear him up for a peek in a mid.
If they don't have util, so they can't flush him out. And so he's given an option to escape, he'll take it. FaZe looking for Deagles. Carrigan sees the jump. But it's a long take for FaZe and dry at that. MPL, does he have more flashes for support? It seems not. Effectively the only one back at the B bomb site. That's where Karrigan's edging his way towards. There's MPL with a dry swing, taking 2. And the bomb's loose. 20 seconds, FaZe getting picked apart. Nice shot from Rain, but it should be no more, you'd like to think. Bomb trying to get retrieved. Rain doesn't last much longer. And MPL confident, but Rops will punish. 15 seconds, he needs to die, and Perfecto will grant him that. Karrigan falls finally, and Navi, a couple of casualties, but they deal with the eco.
Yeah, boy, this is what we needed to see. Already coming out, looking like they're ready to tussle. MPL continuing on from his form prior. No, it's just against the ecos, but
More strong on A for NaVi. How long does Simple hold on here? He's yet to see a thing. Nade goes in, FaZe start to announce their presence, and Simple caught while running as well. Because of the molly, they won't reswing, and MPL doesn't get an option to trade. Simple's left with nothing. Brokey's crawled all the way up cart. MPL forces kills on long side and takes 2 as FaZe turn around to try and take the A site. Rops has to do it as solo right now. Twist is a long way out. He's over the smoke. He might see something, but it's down below he's got to worry about. Bit will not have a problem with that. And Twist now maybe even asks to save. And a 1v4 gets spotted, and he's jumping out. This is crazy. 20 seconds. They're not going to give him anything. They force him to commit, and so he shall die on that hill. 3-1 for NaVi. And this is what I mean with MPL, man. He is taking a lot of moves early. He realizes he doesn't get reswung to trade Simple, and so he is the one to force the fight. He comes round on long and chases 2 more kills, looking very confident in these few games so far. And to do that against FaZe is a statement.
With the boost up. Maybe good timing on this because he's about to get given a jiggle here from the base of ramp. That shot misses. Meanwhile, one man out on the long side over towards A. FaZe have changed their mind here. That's because they've got all this advanced positioning on Rain, who's deep down long, in with a chance at the backstab, but it is being considered. It is being held. Watched from a man at default. MPL keeping his wits about him.
What a position.
Rain conceals himself, but I think he would have seen the barrel there. Yeah, that's too much of a close peek to the wall. MPL knows, and MPL domes him. Perfecto and Bit light them up, and that round ends in seconds. NaVi looking beastly right now.
What a crossfire. And I was worrying for a second, right, because after Simple misses shot and banana, you want to rotate that AWP again, but his teammate had already left B. Electronic had already moved all the way back up to that A site. They had to commit with their setup, and well, 4 on A, FaZe get absolutely turned into mincemeat.
The thing that's so odd about this, we keep was less and less as time went on, right? Whereas right now, he is looking to be an impact player, and he has been an impact player to open up this series versus FaZe Clan off the back of a Grand Slam win.
Sweet of the berry. The sweet of the juice here for MPL. He's going to be licking his lips with the plays that have been made, but for Electronic, he's just instantly slayed. Rain dives round the corner with attack. That's now an AK that's been scavenged. Rain is armed. 45 seconds on the clock. They're all around A, spreading around. Rotation into the back for CT, for NaVi. They're trying to hold this one up on the balcony. You've got Robin McCool, the main man that can always ice you out in a round like this, but it's not going to be easy. No bells and whistles, not even flashes for quad. So you're going in dry. You are going to be walking into the waiting arms of Bit and MPL. They're hitting their shots, it seems. Struggling for the connection. Eventually lands on the head of Rain. He wants even more as well, but Bit's doing the fancy footwork for him, and they are all falling down quite cleanly.
Like, these are the two with actually the most experience on the map, as wild as that is to say, for Bit and MPL.
Brokey's been bullied by grenades. And one more for good measure. Cross your T's, dot your I's. Take 2 for NaVi. That's one of FaZe's first banana takes, and the take comes to them, really. Simple's active again, rotates around. We have a boost to the back of B quad. Simple can sit in the library. Read FaZe a bedtime story, perhaps. Tucks Rain in. Went for the smoke, though. Not ideal here. 5-on-2. Rops knows he has a bit of room.
See, FaZe don't often like to admit defeat in moments like this, right? Like 2v5, a lot of teams would just be looking to try and make out like bandits with some AKs, but I don't think you want to give Na'Vi that level of respect, especially not with the room you have over at Long. So they're going to try and hunt down this AWP on Simple, but he's not missing, he's not moving. And Rops is fed to the beast in the library. Silence now over on the Long side, and Carrigan dropping off, just looking to hide away. Simple. Oh, dude, the read, and look at him go. Okay, Na'Vi are looking in terrifying form. I don't know if this is, you know, anything to do with the announcement. This is obviously the last global offensive major, but dude, it feels like they've really come into this, like double it down on everything. For Simple especially. Dude, even just how he looks on the camera, he looks very refreshed.
He does. Man's been in the gym every day.
I feel like it's lit a fire under them.
Yeah.
And, you know, this is FaZe.
Like, not take these games as seriously, but I think Na'Vi have more to prove right now in their current form than FaZe do. FaZe have completed Counter-Strike almost. We're about to get to the end of it, but yeah, I think Na'Vi have a lot more to prove, or at least they feel like they do. Miss long smoke, big problem, but Simple's blind. And Perfecto flying into Rain. It's a tag shot through the smoke. Simple repositions, and Bit will deal with a lurk in Rops. So Na'Vi have no issues with stopping this, and I think Simple's going for more.
Yeah, he's hungry, man. And hell, like when you're hitting every shot, try and fire as many shots as you can. He is so keen to throw him. I mean, everyone is for Na'Vi right now. That confidence is exuded by every single player, down to even the likes of MPL, who's just been super aggressive in the openers. Now we have Simple kind of stealing that limelight again as the game's raged on. Twists, who's been getting bullied at Banana. Now it's a different type of bullying. They've just kind of given him the silent treatment, left him all alone in this 1v4. And it's like, man, you're too far away to even die at this point, really. You know, he's going to try run in. Yeah. They might try and kill him off the time. They might just take it while they got it.
Na'Vi just take it when they got it. Ooh, Simple gave it a go. Is anyone going to make the call? No, they swing together, and they finish the job. 8-1. And yeah, I think just given that conversation we just had, I don't think FaZe are a team that should waste opportunities, given that whole Grand Slam conversation. And yeah, they won it, and yeah, they had a couple more chances, but it got too close for comfort. It got closer than it's ever been.
In the group, the Wolf Pack towards close mid.
They're going to burst through the smoke with no flash, completely contact, and Na'Vi right now believe it to be. How patient will they be? Missed shot from Carrigan. Made him jump. MPL jumps up and over the top with 2 headshots. MPL turns from a flash that never arrives, but Bit will survive in the pit and trade things out. He's keeping this A site intact. 4v2, they're out long again. Rain has had this position so many rounds. Can Bit flick back in time? He's not seen him. Rain hiding behind the scooter, slides into the site and takes a 2-on-3. If they can get this bomb down, FaZe have a chance.
Oh, Na'Vi want to face though, right? They've been pretty aggressive here. They've lobbed in that motor smoke to try and creep out behind, but Simple will get bested. Plant in, Rops and Rain trying to cook up a 2v4. They lose Rain, and so Rops is going to fly solo, but dead to electronics through the apartments. Na'Vi clamp down upon that A site. They don't give them the room to get set up. They don't ever let them get comfortable in that round.
You know, what if Na'Vi never wanted to play Vertigo, but they just knew they'd 2-0 the series, and they'd scare everyone from leaving Vertigo open to them again? If they were willing to float it here, it's 2-0, never get to it. But jokes aside, this is crazy, and if Na'Vi 2-0, I'll be so disappointed. Got the kill. That was the only round FaZe got, remember, was the pistol, and Na'Vi have been in full control ever since. And I think Perfecto's ready. If they can get a re-smoke in time, it's not going to be one. Electronic shoots over the smoke, blinded. He can spam through right now, but the molly makes him go forward, and that's what Rain wanted. Great shot from Twist. Low health over the top. That's going to be the site taken, and probably the round now for FaZe off of these positions. Na'Vi are so far out. They can entrap FaZe. They can risk losing guns to try and keep FaZe's economy on the edge. We know that bomb radius on Inferno is large, but Na'Vi are not going to be attempting to win this round. Damage control all together now at the bottom of B, and we'll see if FaZe work that one out. Because this is still important. Like, FaZe keeping all these guns, at least 3 of them, is important. If you don't keep 3 rifles in a 1 round, you actually lose profit on the rounds you win. So Robs is going to go down B. He's going to find out the hard way. And that nade could be the end of Twist as well. He only sees you till this round. Simple's just farming frags. There's 1 more man, and he'll be allowed at least. Oh, Simple was ready.
Yeah, but dude, taking out that many weapons is a very big deal, man. Can't stress it enough. This buy round for FaZe is going to have limitations in spite of them winning it. And pretty big limitations at that. So NaVi, sure, they don't play for that round, but they're looking, right? They're focusing on the big picture. And they know that they've teed themselves up for an easier round here, and I love this, man. You know that you just wrecked the money. You know you put them in a bad way, so they try to come in with some aggression, try to set the pace to open up this round. Looking to punish the low buy. MPL adds another to his tally, finally traded, and Rops, very important equalizer in amidst all this madness. Got rid of Bit, trying to move through the apartments. That's given way to a 3-on-3. For NaVi, they might be kicking themselves that it actually goes from looking so favorable to an even odds bout, from a 5v3 to a 3v3 so quickly. But it was the speed of those trades that made that hard to pull back from, right? They came in tandem. And so NaVi never felt like they had the advantage. They've taken a gamble here.
Oh, yeah. Do they commit with this, really? It's so early in the round. There's a minute on the clock, but, you know, FaZe aren't the kind of team to just send a player walking into B in this position, and NaVi are going to crunch middle as well. If Electronic dies here, it only sells Perfecto better, but he thinks it's B because mid is clear. No, it's not. Rops was waiting. That's the lurker anyway. It tells NaVi nothing. They're going to double down on their A-hold. This is their best bet. Simple and Perfecto set up in the site, and FaZe creeping forward into danger zone.
That danger zone is really going to be hard to fly high through. It's not going to be easy at this point. Simple waiting in the back of the pit. Scope attached, ready to hit them with the shock, or if they come running out, utility dash through. Perfecto caught sleeping. He'll drop to Robin, and it's all on Simple now in the 1v3. If they don't clear it, he could be so down. Sickening. It's the first one to Kerrigan. Had the lineup ready.
They do the wall smoke, allowing them access to the CT spawn if they want, but they're not playing with it, and NaVi know that. A man over the boxes. Perfecto peers down, and FaZe start to rumble in.
Perfecto, we've not just 1 but 2. Finally, it's Ray to fight back, but Electronic steps up when you need him most. The live wire in the round, and the fantastic finish comes from Simple at the helm. That's the way NaVi clean house again.
Yeah, that smoke did nothing to help FaZe, right? NaVi knew it was a trick the entire way. And it also makes you look at CT as well when you're running up, right? Perfecto, yeah, he gets cleared by Kerrigan, but as soon as Kerrigan dies, it's Twist staring at the CT spawn, trying to cover for Kerrigan on that run up. And so Perfecto has...
And it's making it that much harder to play into. I'm used to seeing Simple like rage peeking B in a game that's like getting out of hand, so he feels like he has to make hero plays.
Getting out of hand.
But it's so much more put together right here for NaVi. MPL at long getting flashed in. They're teeing up their boy, trying to get him involved even more so. Getting pressured by these pistols, but he doesn't need to keep fighting this. Still he will. Goes back in for more, and with support from Perfecto and these flashbangs every step of the way, there was full faith in NaVi there. Simple going to close it out. You never know where this AWP is going to strike from next.
I do like this Simple MPL little duo right now, right? They're playing long a lot. They were doing that in the... This is crazy.
But yeah, man, you know, I think games like this just do wonders for your confidence.
I want them to take mid. Fast flank right now. They need to, they've realized it's too late. This is such a strange round. 5v5 retake at the B side. Oh, I say that. Spam through the smoke. Perfecto's got more. Oh, bye-bye bomb. Forget the retake. FaZe may never get comfortable.
Damn despicable. Finally, at least, the bomb will be planted as Bit bites the head off of Brokey, and there's an insane trade game going on. It's all on Rain to blow them away. He peeks out, hoping.
It went to overtime, so NaVi can't get ahead of themselves here up against the Grand Slammers of FaZe. A very important pistol that absolutely will decide the outcome of this game. If FaZe win it, we're on. If NaVi take it, we're probably going to Ancient. And the prospect of a 2-0 raises its head.
Talking about heads as well, they could be knocked off. Like Project X, heads will roll if you go running towards middle right now. Twists and Rocks need to hit their shots. They only are good for one as NPL. Okay. God damn, a Goliath with the Glock as he pops off for the first two, and now they're just roaming in to leave them all black and blue. It's going back to the FaZe Clan side, and now we're left with just one man left, Perfecto, with 50 seconds on the clock, flicking left and right, trying to see if he can knock him out with the good night hit. Has the Molotov to buy time, but it's not going to be good for him. He does at least hit the first, all on Carrigan. Brains of the operation trapped in the back of it. Perfecto being punished, but he hits it. And that is perfection put together so precisely. It's not even dicey, it's clean at the end.
He's a clutcher. We know him. We love him. He's always good for it.
Dude, I mean, I tell you what, the thing that's wild there, though, is, you know, that's like two fantastic clutches in their own right. Carrigan often great in those moments, right? When you put him in a 1v1, when you need him to step up. And so the fact that, you know, Perfecto doesn't just best him, but bests Rain along the way, right? Two of the kind of old school players of the FaZe squad should be theirs if they can get past the force by this first map should be as good as done. Might be easier said than done with Rain landing a dig like that. However, it's quickly equalized by Perfecto. And Rain is still feeling that pressure to try and make a play. He's hanging around behind the car trying to stop any banana aggression. There's even a rotate out of FaZe. They've left just one man inside of A. Robs is going to have to do the heavy lifting all alone.
Surely too much for one man at this range. He's going to run out of ammo quickly. Bit will just eviscerate him as his teammate flies into the pit. Perfect setup for NaVi. Even got a moto smoke with the cheeky lineup. Bit's going to get that site cleared and plant the pit and the Balk. So FaZe save what little remains in these SMGs. And NaVi are up to 14, folks. I mean, I know Carrigan said it wasn't life or death in that pre-game interview, but we still wanted a little more from FaZe in this game. Look at this shot from Rain. Oh, it looked like he was behind the wall already. You don't hit that online, I'll tell you that.
That is so grotesque.
Damn. 14-3. On a map FaZe haven't lost since World Finals against G2.
So damn good, we get it again.
Down middle.
I mean,
FaZe have rebought again.
Yeah, they've just gone for the Hail Mary, right? Like, when you look at it, you know, you're 3-15 down, and that would be when your buy comes in. I kind of understand the idea of just wanting to try and force as many buy rounds through the pipeline as possible.
Bro, he keeps hitting.
Yeah, he's done good damage with this scout, and actually that does make this round a little trickier, right? With all these SMGs and Famis's, Deagles in play around that scout. Not going to take as much to finish off two of these players on the NaVi side. Simple looking into top mid, has MPL alongside him. These two playing a little buddy system. They were together in this A site hold in the first half. Now, how the turns have tabled, they're going to look to be the ones breaking it apart, perhaps. They get smoked off in top mid. They don't like what they see there, so they go back and try to give this banana side a bit of a look in.
Oh, no.
Molly on the logs. Carrigan will get checked manual mode, but gets out with a kill. A bit of help from Rain. Mows down another. This the Eagle provides. Rain still has an MP9 in the back pocket as the sidearm chopping around. Look at him go. Rain's on their parade. Banana's locked down.
Furniture flipper in Banana. He's just going for jump shots there. Yeah, that's one way to do it. The deep banana take, and then Rain just ripping him apart with the MP9. After hitting that jump shot the previous round, and now being the guy in the air. He's done it on both sides. Smooth shooting from Rain in a messy situation. Through the smoke, and his gun barrel might block him. Does he have CL left hand 1 or right hand 0? I mean, Carrigan at least goes 1 for 1. Rain in front of the smoke, and they line up for him. Lots of damage to Simple, who even spams back a couple of shots. Robs starts MPL, doing what he does best, lurking out of apps, and Simple surely one bridge too far.
Yeah, I love Robs' positioning on this one. Wins that fight into the apartments, and he's actually leapt up there and taken the space. just to safeguard the round. Even if Simple won that fight there, there's not really a world where he can do anything about Rops's position at Banana because Rain was holding this from the half wall, right? And this is very, very powerful. Eventually, what can happen if Brokey feels content is Rain can just leave, and then that's going to allow a 4-man lean over towards A. But now he's going to hang around. There's still plenty of time left. You haven't really picked up any hints that are suggesting that NaVi are giving this A site a look in. And the one place that you found a bit of damage was into the apartment. So you're thinking that maybe that scares them away. That flash is going to bait the shot out of Brokey and send him off of Banana. And so now they won't have that. No, yeah, okay, good. I'm so glad he went back in. He was just letting Rain pop flash for him. And now Rain should leave. Now Rain's going to go because they lobbed one flash and no one peeked, no one pushed. And so he starts to move around. This is all because Brokey scoped up down the Banana. So with 30 seconds, FaZe have started to piece together where this one's ending up. And that 4th man gets here just at the right time.
Couldn't have been better. Carrigan forces 2 kills and even holds on for more. 3 frags in the round has sucked the momentum out of NaVi in this buy. And Carrigan, he wants all 5 for all the glory, but NaVi won't give him anything. They walk away with 10 seconds to spare. A save for Simple and Bit. Great play from Carrigan. Exactly the kind of thing that MPL was doing, finding that right timing. Not peeking too early, but peeking right when NaVi start to walk up short with 25 seconds. Can't watch everywhere. I like how I imagine it was communicated, went with that HE grenade thrown out on short.
With attacks on deck, it should be FaZe starting to course correct and get themselves back into a driving position.
Oh, the jump again.
Again and again.
It's crazy. He's gonna get punished. It's about time. Simple hears the steps. He knows this. Pre-fires Carrigan. And that's the B site busted wide open, but he's smoked off and he's expecting a 3rd player. We've already heard Double Orbs chime in, so he doesn't want to rush that on his own. He'd rather just group up, 5v3, play your cards together. Should still be a full house for NaVi. FaZe make a gamble, 2 on that B bomb site, but even if NaVi go in, you like their odds.
At the start of this game, you know, there wasn't really a lot going for the individuals of FaZe, though. And normally, like, this is where FaZe can cook up something, right? This is what makes them such a hard team to put away, is their individuals in man-down rounds can save the day. It's happened on more than one occasion over this time. Twist is locked out. Brokey's left defending B alone. One man moves in and he tries to swing, but Electronic won't let him have it. And so this one's NaVi's, like it or not. Rops getting wrapped up the long side and now boxed in. He realizes they were hunting me from the start and they deal with him. They knock all the guns out. And so NaVi finally break through. They put a stop to this streak, this 4-round streak that FaZe embarked upon.
NaVi was so confident on that B hit that they still had 2 players lurking. FaZe gets stunned. Drops nice aggressive pick, but can he get out? He's running into the wall right now. That flash was not helpful, and MPL is going to be able to get that trade, keeping things even for now.
Brokey backing off as well, giving up more and more of that control over to NaVi that right now really do have both hands grasping the game. And for FaZe, they realize that they're staring death in the face, at least in the first map. They'll always be ancient. And there's Vertigo waiting if we even make it there, but at the minute with the form that we're seeing, I don't think that's even going to be a reality. Unfortunately for Brokey as well on the fadeaway. His toes get blown off and it drops him down to 85. At least had the Molotov to work a bit of time on the clock as we are at the 50-second mark.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. Simple just barely getting out at 3 HP. Lucky to still be alive, if anything. Gonna try and challenge Brokey. And the AWP misses. 3 HP on Simple, but he gets the kill at B. FaZe aren't in a position to pull anyone away from this A site, though, and that's what NaVi are really hoping for. And if they do try to move anyone out, if they start getting paranoid about the B play, these players in the apartments will catch them. FaZe stick to their guns. They call the bluff of NaVi. They maintain this triple stack. Twist dead in the pit, and Carrigan wrapped up the long side. This one is a done deal, surely. 3v1, and Rain left up in it all alone. He was the one guy trying to keep things rolling for FaZe, but MP...